we are going to work on practice sheet 5, and I thought we would start with number 1. And number 1 is kind of like an integer problem. However, this number is not an integer. It's rational because we see a decimal there, okay? So we're going to see first if it's multiply or divide, because if it is, those are easy. That would be a triangle problem, but this one is not. Okay, this is add, subtract. So I'm going to put just our little key here. So normal addition or a leading positive starts and or moves to the right. Adding a negative moves left. So they are reversed, like normal addition, adding a negative. That negative makes you reverse your thinking. Normal subtraction or leading negative goes left. Whereas if you do minus a negative, it changes your thinking and it goes right. So on number 1, I'm going to look right here. I see a leading negative. So that goes left. Okay. Now I'm going to look right here. Do not look here. That will throw you off. Okay, do not look at this. Just that minus. Normal subtraction, guys. That moves left. Okay. Now we have to look. Do those go in the same or different direction? And you can tell they are the same. So same, sum, add. Same, sum, add. Okay, because sum means you are finding the answer to an addition problem. So it looks like we're adding these to the left, okay? When you go to add, you do want to make sure you line them up correctly. If you do this, it's wrong. This would be fine if you're multiplying, but we're not, okay? We're adding and subtracting. So the 19 needs to go right here. Okay, so, and I can put a 0 there if I want. I don't have to. 4, bring down my decimal. 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to make sure it's nice and dark because when y'all take pictures, sometimes it's hard to read. But don't stop there. I need to make sure you know if this is positive or negative. Okay? Hopefully you can tell this is negative because everything is moving to the left. None of this is to the right. Okay? So our answer is negative 31 2/10. Darken it. Make sure I can read it. Make sure I can tell the decimal is there. Okay? Now, number 2, really, y'all do really well on that, so I'm not going to focus on it because remember we just do Texas. Multiply and add, that goes on top, and your denominator goes on bottom. However, number 3 is the one that we generally mess up on, making a mixed number, because sometimes we're trying to make a decimal. Okay, so those of you who rely on a calculator, you're going to run into a problem on this. Okay, so we're going to divide. That's what this means. Divide. So if you don't know your tables, write them out. I know I do this kind of quickly, but I'm telling you it's worth it. Even if you go slow, just count up carefully. Okay. 6 won't go into 4. 6 into 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is too big. That's the whole number. Okay? That's the whole number. Then 7 times 6, 42. Subtract that by yourself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5. Okay? 7 minus 2 is 5. That's your numerator, people. It goes on top. Okay? That's your numerator. And your denominator doesn't change. It stays the same every single time. The only exception would be if you simplify. Okay? So now we are going to do number 4. And I think y'all can do perimeter by yourself. However, I did want to show you something that you're going to see a lot, especially as you get older and move into geometry, okay? Which is the markings. So if you look here, do you see how there's one marking here and one marking here? That means those are the same. I know they don't look the same. I would say it too. This looks shorter than this, at least on my screen. But it's supposed to be the same. Okay, 5 inches. Now, one thing that I was just kind of looking at was, like, this is 6, which would make this 4, because 6 plus 4 gives me 10. And we can tell that this is obviously not drawn to scale. Okay? They do not have to draw it to scale, so don't pull out a ruler and measure this. Okay? I just need you to know when you have matching markings, those mean the same. So if you had a rectangle and there's a marking here and a marking here, that means if this is 3, then this is also 3. If this is 4, this is also 4. Okay? And if this is 7 and you see 2 markings, and you see 2 markings here, that means it's 7. Okay? The same markings will tell you the same number. Okay? So I know that could be confusing, which is why I wanted to do this one with you. So now perimeter, I like to focus on that word rim because the rim goes around something, just like perimeter is the distance around. Okay? So I'm going to start right here, 5, 10, 15, 5, 7, 6. Okay? So you can add that. I'm just going to group my numbers. So we did this the other day. If you watched the video, like 5 and 5 is 10. And then the 10 plus this 10 is 20. And 20 plus 15 is 35. So if I'm just trying to like group to make it easier to add, one more time. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. And then 20 plus 15, I can do that all in my head because there's no regrouping. Then plus 7 plus 6. Okay? So I'm actually going to have y'all finish that up without me. If you want to check it when you're done, then just re-add these. Just start here. 6 plus 7, 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. You can double check it by adding this set of numbers, okay? So when you're done, though, put your answer in here and make sure you darken your answer for me. Good job.